Hi friends, Father Ron here. Thanks for taking a few minutes to be with me for this special announcement, if you will. This past month we've been reflecting on Vincentian spirituality in our September Spirit series. It's hard to say, September Spirit series, where each week we kind of let a particular Vincentian virtue lead us in prayer. So simplicity was the first week, humility last week. This week is going to be zeal. And how appropriate it is that we'll finish the month with the virtue for which St. Vincent de Paul is the patron saint in the Catholic Church, charity. The sharing of one's life for another. And so here at the God Minute team, we were trying to think of some way that we could close out our September Spirit Month with a common act of charity that we could all participate in the name of our patron, St. Vincent de Paul. A common act of charity, but what? What? I got it. Nothing came immediately, but then out of nowhere, God gave me the answer. For those of you who don't know, this past Lent, for our almsgiving, we raised money to build a school for a very poor Vincentian parish in Kenya. Why that, of all the things we could do? Well, because it's so poor. Some of you have seen this footage already. This, what you're looking at, is where the kids went to school. They did the best they could with the little that they had, but gosh, can you imagine? Dirt floors, barely desks. And since education is the best way to break the cycle of poverty, we at the God Minute thought last Lent, what better way to help in charity than to provide a school for kids to learn, a school they'd actually want to attend where they could be proud and better live their lives. Actually sit in a desk, instead of the dirt floor, to have electricity, clean drinking water, and of course, they're Catholic, uniforms. You gotta have Catholic uniforms. We all know that. Anyway, so the great news, praise be to God, we raised over $100,000 last Lent for this very cause. Now, I've been sharing with you pictures over these last few months of this school and how it's progressed, how we've been building it there. Father Kevin, the pastor, has sent them. Well, I just found out this past week that we haven't been building a school. We've been building 3 schools, 3 of them. I know I got a boo-boo. At 3 different Vincentian parishes in Kenya, one bigger than the other because of the huge number of kids. Little poor children, oh my gosh, it breaks your heart. And talk about a transformation. I mean, look what your generosity and charity is doing in these places. I'm showing the images now, all of these things. Oh, and so much more for hundreds of children and their families. The guys there building the Vincentian priests, they're actually going to call it the God Minute School. Oh, it brings tears to my eyes just thinking about it, that we did this for them. The Vincentian priest down there who has coordinated all of this, Father Peter, he just sent me a 15-page progress report on the 3 schools we're building, where the money's been spent, and the little that needs to be done in the final phases at the 3 different parishes. I put this document on our blog, on the app. So if you want to look at it, you can download it and look at it yourself. All of the financial stuff is there. It's kind of boring, but also some of these pictures. It's really amazing. Oh. But anyway, there on page 12 of the document, is where God gave me the answer to the question that I asked at the beginning of this video. What common act of charity can we do together as we close out our September Spirit Month with the feast day of St. Vincent de Paul? Well, it was there. Kenya, our brothers there, they need $10,000 more to completely finish the last phase of this third school and the larger one. It includes basically electricity so that they can, what do you call it? Illumine, if you will, the rooms that they built, the classrooms. Now, to be clear, they're not asking us for the money. This report is just to show responsibility and how they've spent it thus far. They did without electricity before. Obviously, they can do it again. It was just part of the report. But when I saw that, I just thought, that's it. This is the way to close out our September Spirit in charity as we honor our patron here at the God Minute, St. Vincent de Paul, and our mentor. But here's the deal, friends. We need all of you to participate and contribute to this and make it literally a communal effort. If it's going to be called the God Minute School, then we should all own it and help make it happen. Now, I know some of you could and would write a check right now for $10,000 for the whole amount. And as awesome and easy as that would be, it doesn't make the school all of ours, right? It makes it a school for the few who wrote the checks. And what I'm asking, my friends, for you and me, is to give $5 to this cause. And who can't give $5? Each of you listening or watching right now in charity, to please consider giving $5 towards our charity event. That's it. And because a donor has offered to cover all the accounting costs and the credit card fees in doing this, I can assure you that every single cent of your $5 will go to finishing our amazing God Minute schools at our 3 parishes in Kenya. Isn't that great? And I promise you this, that your name, your address, anything else about you will never go on a mailing list. I promise that to you. Your donation is absolutely confidential, and you will not receive one darn thing because of it asking for more. You can be assured of that. $5, and you have the next 5 days to give it. That ends on the feast of St. Vincent de Paul. And let me end by just saying, folks, you give that little bit for God's poor, and we're asking God's blessing upon you by placing your name on the altar where you will be remembered and lifted into prayer at our feast day on Monday at Mass. It's a win-win. Okay. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. You can get all of the information about how to give $5. You can do it Venmo, you can do it PayPal, you can do it by check, you can do it, I don't know, every which way. So just go to our app blog and the information is right there. Or you can go to our website, thegodminute.org. We have the next 5 days to give $5 each. Please, on behalf of these hundreds of kids, it's so little that will do so much. Thank you. God bless you.